everyone. So, I know this is kind of a random video, and probably will be a bit controversial for some people, but this is the reason why I will not play Yandere Simulator on my channel. Okay, that's not true. I'm not going to play it in its current state. Maybe Yandere Dev will make the game better at some point. And I've watched tons of gameplays of the game because I do actually want the game to do well. But the thing is at the current time, I actually think it has a whole bunch of really ridiculous features that shouldn't be in the game. For one, this is probably a really fun feature that Yandere Dev probably loved implementing, but all the demons in the occult club. Like, seriously, why did the game need that? I mean, I like them, they're pretty cool and all, but like, unless the main plot is gonna have something to do with the demons, why have the demons there? He spent so much time developing them, and they literally have no purpose in the game. Because guaranteed at some point, you won't be using those things in the game, so why the heck have all those things? Or possibly, you know, maybe that will be some sort of elimination thing, but why would you want to use some sort of weird demon thing to eliminate rivals at that? Like, it makes no sense. I mean, like the occult club itself, I could totally see that still being a thing without the demons. I mean, like, it could be like, just like those little things here and there, or you could even still sort of feature the demons but not make them a main focus for the occult club. Like, they kind of, like, if it would have seemed like maybe there isn't any of this stuff, because realistically speaking, like, none of this stuff would have happened in an actual school environment. At that, I doubt any school, whether Japanese or not, would allow a student to have a knife inside the classroom. I mean, unless it's some sort of thing that a professor or teacher or anything like that is actually going to do. I mean, like, to me, it seems kind of silly to have that. I'm gonna use one of the Yandere Simulator hairs. Okay, let's see. I know I had a few of them in here. Yeah, like, but the occult club isn't the only reason why, in its current state, I couldn't play the game. Another thing I think is kind of silly, and probably I'm gonna be like a broken record for most people who bring this up, but all the Easter eggs are totally unnecessary to the gameplay. I know it's for fun, and I don't hold that against him, but I just think that if he didn't do all the stuff with the occult club and with all the Easter eggs, he probably could have gotten Osana in sooner. Because, like, he's got all these weirdly unnecessary Easter eggs in the game. I'm gonna use Midori's hair. I like Midori. Okay. Yeah, like, he has a bunch of incredibly unnecessary features in the game, which I don't like. It also kind of makes it easy to cheat. I mean, probably, like I said, this stuff will not be in the actual game, but I just, like, some people have asked me, Maria, like, you're trying to get more viewers, why don't you play Yandere Simulator? The main reason is because I like games with good stories. I mean, that's why I like Undertale so much, because it has a very interesting story to it. And it's like, I can't get into a game that's so very underdeveloped and has features that probably it didn't need. And oh no, it's just like maybe it's just a me thing, but I don't like it when games do that. I mean, in its current state, Yandere Simulator is horribly flawed and a bit boring. Like, you go around, you kill some things, and there's no purpose to it because you don't like even have like a test end game thing. It's just like you always fail no matter what. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's okay and all, but still, like, really. I'm gonna put this on Midori. Yeah, like, I mean, another thing I don't like, which is unrelated to the game, is kinda how he treats people who ask questions. Yandere Dev, I get he's stressed out and he has depression, but he is a bit rude with people. I don't think he intends on doing that. I think it's just, you know, he doesn't know how to socialize with a lot of people at once. And that's I'm pretty sure that's where the whole Midori thing came from. And I can forgive that. I mean, he deals with people a lot on a daily basis, and I would say don't attack him for that. Like, don't, like, I actually noticed this with Claire as well. Not with Claire, like, personality-wise. I think she's really good with people. But I think a lot of people kind of just, like, tack stuff onto her. Like, there's a ton of kids on Twitter who insist on putting their characters in her series, and it's like, I would assume she's very nice about it, but probably is like, she already has enough characters on her own, and it probably would be very awkward trying to figure out where to place this character. Like, because storytelling in a game is pretty difficult. Whether it be Sims or anything else. I like the donuts. Okay, I'm gonna keep the donuts on her. But yeah, like, so, like I said, I can forgive all that stuff. I just think that it is a little messed up. Maybe he should actually get someone to help him with the socializing aspect of the whole, game development thing. Like, just dealing with people. He probably needs help with that. Because, like I said, it's completely understandable and he should not be harassed or anything for it. But, I don't know, I kind of think since he isn't getting any sort of help, he's just causing that issue. I'm gonna use this skin. I like it. This Asian skin I've used for a lot of Sims, mainly because I don't just view it as Asian, I think it's a nice milky color. Okay, it also makes the lips all nice and dewy. Yeah, I'm not making Midori, I'm just using Midori's hair, because I mean, like, Yandere Simulator stuff. Her boobs are clipping through. Now her hair. But yeah, like, I'm probably gonna put her in something different than the Yandere Simulator uniform, but I do have that. And I mean, like I said, I've watched a lot of gameplays, and I've played the game a little bit. But, like, I don't, in its current state, with no story development, all these unnecessary features, and it is still a little buggy, I know he doesn't like to admit that, but the game is still pretty buggy. And I mean, maybe it also depends on your computer, but I don't know. Every person I've spoken to who's played the game has had some sort of issue with it. This is kind of cute, and it matches her hair. But yeah, like they've had some sort of issue with it. I'm gonna put glasses on her. Was the donuts in the glasses, though? Yeah, the donuts were in the glasses. That sucks. Well, I guess no glasses for you. Well, I could also not do the donuts, but the donuts are cute. But yeah, like, and like I said, I don't have anything against him. I'm just thinking he needs better PR, for one. He needs better PR. That's for certain. He needs to stop blaming people who ask him questions for his delays. Because I know, like, that was a big complaint he had for forever. And, like, he said that he wouldn't train somebody to be a secretary for him because it would take too long. But if he's gonna continuously make videos and complain about it, it wouldn't hurt to spend at least a week or two or even a month to train somebody to get rid of the problem he has. Because obviously he hasn't really made much progress on the game, other than adding a bunch of unnecessary features. I mean, like, necessary features I thought were kind of cool. I do agree with him, he did need more students in the school, because it was way too easy to kill any sort of person that you were targeting. But, I mean, he could have also not given them all, like, random... Like, if they're not gonna be all that important in the main game, he could have even just made it kind of like how High School Simulator has it, where it just randomly spawns randomly generated kids, and then they wouldn't have needed all these bios and backstories and all that. Like, maybe just save that for a select few who are important to the story. Like, because every student has a unique and interesting story, which I guess is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm just trying to see whether or not I want to put a necklace on her. I might. But yeah, like, every student has a... Which, like I said, is nice, but unnecessary. Because they're not important characters. They're just students that hang out around the school. Like, having this crazy watchdog system for the students could easily work just as well for a randomly generated student if you programmed it correctly. I mean, I'm not a video game developer, but my thought on that was he literally could have gotten a lot of the stuff he had planned on doing much sooner if he hadn't implemented so many unnecessary features. And I mean, like, I know he does a lot of that stuff so that he can have fun while making the game. And, like, that's cool and all, but I mean, like, I don't like... I do agree with a lot of the people who did harass him about this. He didn't make any progress on his game, and he had promised a bunch of people. He had basically taken money from people. He had promised them that this stuff would be done at a certain time. So all the people who are playing the debug build who didn't contribute to him, I mean, they don't really have a reason to complain, but I would think the people who actually did donate to him and all that probably should at least complain a little. And I mean, like, I remember he made a video a while back talking about how it takes a while to develop a game and all that, but the thing is like, the people he used as examples still did the game, developed the game a little more efficiently. Oh, this is the stuff I speed through when you guys are watching my videos. I actually spend a ton of time just tweaking features on a person's face. But yeah, but yeah, that's my reason for not playing. I don't exactly like the way he treats people. I don't like that he took money from people. I don't like that he, like, if I were a lot of those people, I'd probably request my money back. I mean, they did it as donations, and they were trying to help him out and all that, but I mean, like, that's just ridiculous. The features not being implemented was pretty ridiculous. Like, if he had actually worked on not putting all these things into the game, and, like, worked on the main point of the game, which was the rivals, he probably would have had it done by now. Because, like, I actually know people who do video games and have made video games in the past. They were, like, small things, not big projects. They plain out told me it doesn't nearly take, for a simple game done with the stuff he uses, it doesn't take that long if you know how to code. I mean, like, most of his stuff is from Unity, and from what a lot of my friends have told me, if you're using Unity assets, it's not usually that hard to just slap something together. It's probably how most of those Easter eggs are made. I mean, everyone has to start somewhere, though I kind of feel like he probably shouldn't be calling his fans crazy psycho girls who stalk him and email him all the time. No, they're just people who legitimately want to know, you know, what's going on. I'm gonna give her the earrings that, there are these earrings that look like ice cream. And I know this is like a super old topic, but it's still pretty valid to the game currently. I mean, my Yandere dev house, I actually do have Midori as his wife, because I feel like he does kind of like, he spends a lot of time just poking fun at his fans. And I'm about to say it like those are psycho fans he's making fun of. No, that's his fans. He's making fun of the people who actually like him. And I mean, like, he went on a whole thing where he was talking about people criticizing him. And then when it comes down to it, a lot of people actually like him quite a bit, despite the fact that he's gone completely nuts half the time. So yeah, he needs someone to help him with the social stuff. He probably shouldn't be doing the videos anymore, or at least maybe even have the girl who does Yandere Simulator, Yandere Chan's voice. I mean, she seems to do well with people, as far as I can tell. Like, she doesn't have issues talking with people or anything. Yeah, I'm just like putting together some random stuff that are in the same color family. But yeah, like, I'm pretty sure if Mikella Laws was doing his videos, they'd probably not come off as him being incredibly rude. This would be kind of funny. I have the footless not Midori. I'm gonna keep that. It's just gonna walk around with no feet. It's like, look at me, I have no feet. And she'll have her color scheme correct. Let me get her doing her bouncy walk. Imagine this girl walking up to you while you're just doing stuff. Now this would definitely be a nightmare girl. Ja, dear Dev. Ja, dear Dev. Love me. Wait. I got a better one. No. How about this one? Bouncy? Oh, no, this one. Do the creep. Do the creep. But yeah, so I'm gonna say when Yandere Simulator is done and he has all the stuff all worked on and everything's all good, then maybe I'll play the game. But in its current state, it's kinda poopy. So, hope you enjoyed this. Probably don't. You probably hate me and are gonna unsubscribe. But, I mean, that's my personal reasons. I generally deal with people who respect the people that they work with. I mean, if you talk to the sim gurus on Twitter, they're very pleasant and they generally do answer you as well as they can. I mean, like the stuff with Claire Chabon, I stand by that. I mean, I think, some people could actually, they should chill with her, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure she does enjoy getting suggestions and all sorts of stuff, but stuff like that where you want to just plain out insert your OC, you probably, for one, I'm pretty sure she has to see a bunch of your OCs for her to see if she can even put them into her game. Also, I'm pretty sure she has a specific way she does her storytelling. I mean, with me, a lot of it's kind of on the fly, but I do think up a lot of stuff too. So I would say if she doesn't respond to you right away, if she doesn't insert your character into her series, it isn't anything against your character and it isn't anything against Claire. It's just probably going to be hard for her to place your character into her series. Also, at that, some of you guys use different CC from her, so she probably would have to look where your CC is. So also, if you are going to include characters to her or to any YouTuber that does The Sims, it's probably best that you also include links to the CC that you're using, because you don't know if they have them. Anywho, like, comment, and subscribe for more spastastic content. And I love you guys. Stay awesome. Bye-bye. Mwah.